All right. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome. Hello, hello.
Hello, teacher.
Good evening. Hello. All right, guys. We are waiting for the rest of our students. We're going to give them just one more minute to connect because we still have some students missing. While we wait, let me present to you our agenda. So here you can see class number 3. That's because yesterday we had classes 1 and 2, right? Remember, we have 20 classes in total of 2 hours. So it's like yesterday we had class 1 and 2, all right? So just let's give the other students one more minute and then we will start. All right, so let us start today our class number 3 in this first part from 6 to 8. And then at 8, we will have class number 4, so from 8 to 10. Remember, these are the only 2 days that we will have 4 hours, so yesterday and today. From Monday next week, we will have only 2 hours from 6 to 8, all right? So let's start. Let me show you our agenda for the first part of the class. So we will check attendance. Then we're going to practice in a word wall game activity. We're going to do a listening exercise. It's a phone call from a customer. Then we're going to see the study capsule from unit number 1, phrases that every customer service can use, an activity of matching pairs, some vocabulary, let me fix that. Characteristics, no, characteristics of a good call center agent. And finally, it's an activity called dictation time. So that is what we're going to do in this class number 3, so from 6 to 8, okay? Let's begin. We will do the warm-up activity first. Let's do that. And then after you finish this activity, we will check the attendance for the class, all right? So this is the link for the game. All right, this is the activity. So here it's to give us some context about the vocabulary that we're going to find in the listening or in the next activity, all right? So here you are going to match the word to appreciate, payment terms, extension, delivery confirmation, an invoice, an exception, some cash flow or regulation. You're going to match these to the correct definition. Okay, let's take a couple of minutes. This will be our first activity. And when you are done, when you finish, please let me know through the chat so I know we can socialize. All right, guys, we had some minutes. We have 5 minutes to check the activity. So let's socialize the answers. And after that, we will check the attendance, all right? So the first one, an official or organizational rule. What is this?
Teacher, regulation.
It's a regulation, yes, an official or organizational rule. Next, when more time is allowed for something.
An
What is
extension.
this? It's an extension, yeah. You give more time to do something. Next, the proof that delivery was made or has been made.
Delivery confirmation.
This is a delivery confirmation, very good. To show someone that you are grateful for something that they have done, that they did.
To appreciate.
It is to appreciate, yes. When something doesn't follow the usual rule.
An exception.
This is called an exception, yeah. The timing and amount of money coming in and out of a company.
Cash flow.
This is called the cash flow, very good. The conditions of when a customer should make the payment. These are the terms, the payment terms. Good. And the invoice is a document that shows how much the customer has to pay. For what and by when. This is called an invoice, right? Okay, let's check. Is very good. All right, excellent. So that was our first activity. Now let me check attendance, and then we will start with the next ones. Just a second, please. All right. Gerson Arismendi.
Hi, teacher.
All right, thank you. Jean-Claude Barrera.
Present, teacher.
All right, thanks. Jessica Calderon. Natalia Camargo. Natalia is not connected. Brian Cordero. Andrés Correa. Silvia Cuellar.
Present, teacher.
Okay, thank you. Elkin Fernández.
Hi, teacher, present.
All right, thank you. Julián Figueroa.
Hello, teacher, present.
All right, thank you. Jeanette Fontecha.
Hi, teacher, present.
Hello, thanks. Carlos Galán.
Present, teacher.
All right, thank you. Mabel Gamboa.
Present, teacher.
Okay, thank you. José Alejandro Gómez.
I'm here, teacher.
Okay, thanks. Julie Lizeth Liscano.
Present, teacher.
All right. And Lisette Tarazona.
Present, teacher.
Okay, very good. All right, guys, excellent. So let's start. Let me send you the link for our first activity of the day. Well, our second actually, but this would be a listening activity. I already shared the link with you through the chat. So this first activity is a listening exercise called a phone call from a customer. All right, so we already did the preparation part. So we did it on the word wall. This exercise is kind of the same to match the meaning of the word, extension, cash flow, appreciate, regulation, invoice, exception. We already know what these words mean, all right? So we don't need to do the preparation part. we can go ahead and do the listening part. So we have an audio here of 2 minutes, 26 seconds, and we have 2 tasks, okay? So task number 1 is to answer either true or false according to the audio. Here, 6 questions. And then we have task number 2, right? A phone call from a customer. So you need to either drag the sentence to who said it. It was the customer who said it or the supplier, okay, the company. So the customer or the supplier. So I'm going to give you a couple of minutes, maybe 6, 8 minutes or 10 minutes maximum to complete the activity on your own. So this would be individual activity. You are going to do it alone. And then once you finish or once you have the answers, we will socialize them together in the class, all right? So that is our first exercise, is listening from a customer. Right, guys? Don't forget to let me know when you are ready with the activity. Right? Ready? Are you guys ready with the activity?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, I think we are. Okay, so let's listen to it very quickly and we will share our answers for this part, okay?
This recording is from
Can you hear the recording when you listen to it?
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Yes, teacher.
the British Council.
Hello? Junko Mori speaking. How can I help you?
Hi, Junko. It's Andrea here from Red Band. I'm calling about our latest order.
Everything arrived okay, right? We got the delivery confirmation at our end.
Yes, everything's fine with the order. I'm calling about the invoice and the payment terms. I need a favor.
A favor? What do you need?
This is a little, difficult, but I need an extension on the payment terms. I know they're usually 30 days, but we're having some cash flow problems. You'd really be helping us out if you could extend it to 60 days?
I'm not sure if I can do that, Andrea. We've got regulations at our end and also have to manage our own cash flow.
I promise this won't become the norm, Junko. Actually, I also want to place another new order. The same size order as last time. It's for an important customer and they pay on delivery.
I see. So your cash flow problem will be solved after this new order is delivered.
Exactly.
That sounds good. Hold on, Andrea. Let me see what I can do. Yes, I think we can make an exception this time.
That's great, Junko. I appreciate your help.
And we appreciate your business, Andrea. It works both ways.
Thanks again, Junko. Can you send me a quick email confirmation of the payment terms extension?
Sure, no problem. We're happy to help you.
Great. And I'll email you the new order.
Thanks. I'll keep an eye out for it. Talk to you soon.
You too. Goodbye. This recording is
All right. So I believe you had the opportunity to listen maybe twice or three times to the recording. So now we're just going to socialize the answers that we got for both tasks. Okay, task 1 and task number 2. So let's start voluntarily. So the first one, the delivery hasn't arrived yet. What's the answer? True or false?
False, teacher.
False,
It
teacher.
is false, all right?
False.
Number 2, Andrea is having cash flow issues and needs a payment extension.
True.
True, teacher.
Yeah, this is true. The customer is requesting an extension for his payments because he's having some money issues, cash flow issues in his own company. Number 3, Andrea usually asks for an extension on the payment terms.
False.
False. He said this won't become the norm, so this is not usual or normal for him. Number 4, Andrea has a new order to place, even bigger than the last one.
False.
False. It's not bigger. What does it say? What is the
The
size?
same.
Yes, the size of the order is the same as the previous order. Number 5, Junko can extend the payment terms on the last order to 60 days.
True.
This is true. And 6, Junko will send Andrea an email confirmation.
True.
Also,
This is false. So what does she say? Is there any confirmation?
No, teacher, is true.
It's true. Sorry,
True, true.
yes. I was double
I said
checking. Yes.
also.
Yes, it's true. Can you send me a quick email confirmation? She says, sure, no problem. We are happy to help you. Right? So it's true. All right? Yes. Good. We had the perfect answers. All right. Now that is our task 1. Let's check task number 2. So let's go here one by one. I will be asking you, and you will tell me if it belongs into the customer category or the supplier category. So, Carlos, I think we can make an exception this time.
Yes, teacher, is for the supplier size.
This is for the supplier. Let's take it here. Yeah. All right, Elkin, for next, I need a favor. Elkin? I cannot hear you, Elkin.
I need a favor.
Okay, Brian, yes, it's,
My
I
teacher,
need a favor. Yes, Elkin, now I can hear you.
Okay, it's a problem with my headset.
Is for the customer or the supplier?
I need a favor is for the customer.
Yes, the customer says, I need a favor. Jeanette, let me see what I can do. Who says this? The supplier. The supplier. Okay, let's put it here. All right, continuing, Jean-Claude. I'm not sure if I can do that. Is the customer or the supplier?
The customer.
The customer. Sure. What do you guys think? I think it's the supplier. I'm not sure if
The
I can do that.
supplier,
Yes,
yes.
teacher,
The
the supplier.
supplier, it's the company, yes. When he asks about an extension, a payment extension, she says, oh, I'm not sure we can do that, right? Okay, who connected? I think Natalia. All right, Natalia, thank you. Let me put the attendance before I forget.
Also, my teacher.
Ah, okay, Brian, yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let's continue. Let's see, Lisette Tarazona. I promise this won't become the norm.
Teacher, that is for the customer.
Yeah, the customer says this. Maveli, let's see, you would be really helping us.
Teacher, let me check. The customer says.
Yeah, the customer says this. Gerson, I am happy to help you.
Supplier, teacher.
The supplier says this. And the last one, Julian, I appreciate your help. Is it the customer or the supplier? Julian?
The customer says.
The customer. Okay. Yes, very good. There we have our answers. All right, guys, excellent. So that was just a brief example on how can a call go. Sometimes the customer can ask for this. This is probably a company who works very closely with their customers and they receive large orders. So maybe this is why they can provide like this help for the customer to allow him some payment extension, right? In this case. Well, guys, excellent. So that was our listening activity. Now we're going to continue, and this will be our first practice or activity that we will take from Moodle today, right? So this would be the in the study capsules, the link number 5. So useful phrases call center agents use, right? This is the link of the activity. I have it here, but you can go to Moodle. So unit number 1, you scroll a little bit down, and in the study capsules, we have number 5. Useful phrases that call center agents use. Okay, let's open that link. I'm sending you the link over here also, so you can have it. All right. So in this website, we have a lot of information on what to say or being or at work as a call center representative. You would really need to have this vocabulary or these sentences on the top of your mind while talking to the customers, right? So they can feel you are empathizing with them, so they feel good. Maybe they will be encouraged to continue with your service. So this contact that the customers make with you, with the customer service representatives in this case, could be crucial to keep a customer, to attract other customers, or to make a customer want to stop using your services or not buy your products anymore, right? So this we need to take into account when doing our job, that our words are very, very important to make the customer feel understood, to make them feel heard, so that they can have the best experience possible, right? So here we have, in this website, you are going to find different phrases that you can use in each situation, all right, in each case. So for dealing with an angry customer, what can you say when a customer is angry? How can you calm them down, etc.? Then you have for advising a customer, what phrases can you say? For making a process sound easy, to sell other areas of business, phrases to show your willingness to help, so that you have a great attitude and that you want to help them. All right, you can use all of this vocabulary as well. We also have to make them feel like you are working together to solve this problem, right? So you are a team partner. And then we have to make them feel good in their choice. So that is a very popular item, or you made a great choice, that is excellent, an excellent product, that's a good choice, etc. Okay, that's a popular item, and so on and so on. So I want to you to explore this website. I'm giving you like 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes for you to explore. Here you can listen to the sentences.
Because you're a valued customer. It's your right to know. I'm happy to let you know.
All right, so I'm giving you some time to explore the website, and after you have done that, we're going to read the examples of what not to say or what to say. Okay, so just 5 minutes to explore
That's a good choice.
the sentences of what to say in these cases, and then we will read the examples here together of what not to say and what to say. Okay. Let's take 5 for that, and then we will read the examples together. All right, guys, do you have enough time to check the sentences in each case?
Yes, teacher.
All right, good. So now let's socialize the last part of an example called what not to say or what to say. Okay, let's read it. I will read the short introduction, and then one of you will be the call center representative, so it's the CCR, and the other one will be the caller. Okay, so let's see. Has a friend ever tried to make you feel better, but the words they chose actually made you feel worse? That is what happens sometimes in call center situations. We're going to read an example of a bad call center experience. Okay, so let's have, for example, Jose would be the call center representative, the CCR, and Natalia would be the caller. Okay. Oh, sorry, it's a lady, so let's do it like that. Let's say Natalia is the representative, and then Jose would be the caller.
Okay, teacher.
Mhm.
Hello, Ahmed Inc. Shelly speaking. How can I help you today?
Jose? Silence on the other end.
Yes.
Is Jose here? Hello, is Jose here with us? No, I cannot hear you. It's in your microphone. Okay, Jose, you can go out of the meeting and come back. Brian wants to participate, so let's do this one with Brian. So, Brian,
He's performing the role.
you will be the caller, okay? Yes, it was Brian, the hand up, or it was Elkin? I didn't. Who was it? No one?
Me, teacher, me, teacher.
Okay, okay. Go ahead. So you are the caller, yes?
Yes, hello. I have a question about my bill.
Okay, there is silence. You continue. Brian, you continue. You are the...
Me? Okay. Sorry. Hello, are you still there?
Yes, but I don't deal with that.
What do you mean? You don't deal with that? I've been on hold for the last 60 minutes. I follow all your friends talk to you, and now you are telling me that you won't tell me?
Calm down, sir man.
Sir. Sir is for men or ma'am
Okay.
for women. So calm down, sir.
Don't tell me what to do. Just tell me how you're going to tell me with my bill question.
Okay, sir, if you don't calm down, I'll have to terminate this call.
What? And make me go through the process of waiting to talk to a real person all over again?
Okay, I'll just put you on hold.
Maybe I'll just cancel my service.
Look, I'm new here. I don't know how to answer your question. Would you like to speak to my supervisor?
And the caller hangs up. Okay, so this is a terrible call, a terrible example. First, as far as I know, in the call centers, you could never say to the person, do you want to speak with my supervisor? You would need to wait for the customer to request this, okay? You cannot offer this like, oh, I'm going to put you to my supervisor. This feels, this is wrong for you to do, okay? So let's read of all the mistakes or the errors that were made in this hypothetical situation from the call center representative. Okay, so let's see. The first problem that we had was the silence at the end of the other line, right? So if the customer is confused or has questions about his bill, or her bill, and he's already frustrated because he's waited 30 minutes to talk to someone. So if they say, can you help me with this? And then you are silent, of course, the person won't be happy at all, right? So that is the first thing. Don't have these awkward silences. You can always say, oh, sure, sir, miss, give me a couple of seconds. I will process your request. I'll see what are the next steps, what we can do, etc. Right? So that's the first mistake, the silence. Then we have the next mistake is to tell the customer that you don't deal with that situation, okay? So this is totally wrong. Even if you are not in charge of that, you won't tell the customer that information in that way. You can say, all right, let me double check what I can do for you. And if you cannot do it, it's okay, but then you will explain, okay, sir, let me inform you that there is another department that is in charge of billing. Unfortunately, I won't be able to process your request right now, but I will be more than happy to transfer you to the correct billing department and so on and so on, right? So just don't say, oh, I don't deal with that. That sounds very bad. And of course, the customer will feel angry if you do that, okay? Next, we have that the representative makes the situation worse, telling the customer to calm down, okay? When the situation was not that escalated. If the customer is telling you or insulting you, maybe in that case you would say, all right, sir, please calm down, let's talk about it, etc. But not at the beginning of the call like, oh, calm down, or I will end the call. This is also not possible, right? That you do this before the customer has insulted you or maybe yelled at you. In those cases, very extreme cases, then you can say, all right, sir, calm down, or ma'am, calm down. And if they continue, then you would say, I will have to terminate the call. But this is like the last resort that we can take, not at the beginning of the call, all right? And then the customer representative place the person on hold. Of course, the person doesn't know what are you doing. You just place them on hold. You need to explain. Yesterday, we talked a little bit about this. When you are placing someone on hold, you need to explain why and for how long, and you need to check on them regularly, okay? Every minute, 30 seconds, or every minute, you are checking with your customer. I'm still working on your request. Thank you for your patience, etc. Okay? And then finally, the last mistake was admitting that you don't know what to do. Okay, so of course, even if you are not as experienced, you won't, you cannot show this to the customer that you have no idea. This cannot happen, all right? So that was the example of what not to say. Let's read the example of what to say. Let's read it very quickly so we can move on. All right, we will have, in this case, Lisette. Liscano will be the call center representative. And then we will have Gerson as the caller or the customer. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Lisette? Are you here?
Yes, teacher.
All right. You can start.
Okay. Hello, Acme. Hello, Acme. Inc. Shalia speaking. How can I help you today?
Yes, hello. I have a question about my bill.
It sounds as if you need the billing department. I transfer you to that number. Here it is. Through in case you get disconnected.
Really? You have to transfer me? I've been on hold for the last 30 minutes. I followed all of your prompts to talk to you, and now you are telling me that you won't help me?
Mm, I understand how frustrating that can be. Uh, Let me see how we can work this out. We can work together to answer your question, but only if we can discuss the matter calmly.
Yeah, calmly.
Calmly.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I'm sorry. It is not your fault that I have this problem. Thank you for working with me. You see, here is what happened.
I see. I'm going to have to consult with my colleague. I'll be back with you soon in 2 or 3 minutes max.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for holding. Here's the answer to your questions.
All right, and then we finish there, okay? So you can see this example is much better. What was the first good thing that the representative did was to show empathy. Of course, I understand how frustrating this can be. I understand that you don't want to be transferred again. Let me see how can I help you, right? All of this, it's empathy. You're showing empathy to your customer, all right? Okay, guys, good. So to finish this part, I just have one more exercise that is matching pairs, okay? So you will review what you just read, the phrases that you just read in the website. So we have the phrases for advising a customer. You will select the correct one. Phrases to show willingness to help. To make up for a customer, you are the partner in solving a problem, etc., etc. Okay, so let's take a couple of minutes to complete that, and then we'll socialize together. All right. Are you ready with your answers, or do you need another minute? All right, let's socialize the answers quickly. So, phrase for advising a customer, which one could it be?
I would recommend.
I would recommend. Yes, I would recommend. Phrases for dealing with the angry customer.
I appreciate your patience in patience in this matter. Yes.
I appreciate your patience in this matter. To make them feel special.
Because you are a valued customer.
Because you are a valued customer. Right? Okay, let's go in order so that everyone can participate. Brian, the next. To make your customer feel good about their choice.
A lot of people prefer to.
A lot of people prefer to. No, this one would be, I think this, we've had a lot of positive feedback on. Okay. Carlos, for the next, your willingness to help.
Moment, teacher. Maybe I will be happy to help you.
Yeah, I would be happy to help you. All right, Elkin, the next one. To make your customer feel part of the group. Elkin? Nope.
Me,
Okay.
teacher?
Yes.
Phrases to make a customer feel part of group?
Yeah.
Okay, a lot of people prefer to.
A lot of people prefer to. Okay, let's see. Jean-Claude. Phrases to make your customer feel you are working with them in finding a solution. You are their partner.
Teacher, let's take a look at this.
Yes, let's take a look at this. And the last one to make the process sound easy is all you need to do is. All right, all you need to do is. All right, excellent, guys. Perfect. So that was our study part in the study capsule, right? Now let's take a look at our final two activities for today. So the first would be the call center agent. In unit 1, we have the take in section. We're going to explore this new vocabulary, okay? The vocabulary on characteristics of a good call center agent, right? So unit number 1, vocabulary, characteristics of a good call center agent. So remember, when you complete an activity, you will click here, you tick it, so that you remember that you have completed it. So I'm giving you some time to check on the definitions together. You will have uh, 15 cards. So, sorry, individually, you're going to check the words, active listening, and you will read the definition for each of them. All right. So remember, this is the vocabulary on Unit 1. Vocabulary characteristics of a good call center agent. Okay, let's take a look at that. Let's review the vocabulary. Right, I think you are ready with the vocabulary, so let's socialize it together. So after this, I will explain the last activity for this class number 3, so for the first part. Let's read it together. So let's start with Silvia. Patience.
Patience. Remaining calm and composed, especially when dealing with challenging or irate customers.
Irate customers. So angry, people that get irritated easily, irate customers. Patience, all right. Next one, Natalia. Product knowledge.
Okay, teacher. A comprehensive understanding of the company's products or service to provide accurate information and guidance.
Guidance, all right? Yeah, this is very, very important so that you have product knowledge, either the product or service that the company that you work for is providing. So you can answer questions from the customers and give them accurate information or guidance. Okay, product knowledge, then we have positive attitude. Mavely, can you read it, please?
Positive attitude. Maintaining an optimistic and enthusiastic approach, even in challenging situations, to create a positive customer experience.
Right, yes, a positive attitude shows even through the phone. The people, the customers will notice whether you have a good or a bad attitude. Then we said that so now we have multitasking.
Okay, the ability to handle multiple customer inquiries simultaneously while maintaining attention to detail and accuracy.
Yes, okay, the multitasking, you handle multiple customer. Of course, if it is a call, then it won't be multiple, but sometimes through chat, you can have 2, 3 customers at the same time, and you will need to maintain your attention throughout all the activities that you do. All right, then we said this kind of, we have adaptability.
Being flexible and open to change, adjusting communication styles and approaches based on customer needs and preferences.
And preferences. So you get adaptability, open to change, you adjust your style or approach depending on your customer. All right, Julian, next one, number 6, professionalism.
Professionalism. Demonstrating professionalism through appropriate language, etiquette, and behavior. Fostering trust and confidence in customers.
Right, very good. Yes. Professionalism, this is shown through appropriate language to maintaining the etiquette and correct behavior. All right, next one, Jose, conflict resolution.
Yes, teacher. Effectively managing and de-escalating conflicts or disagreements with customers, aiming for a satisfactory resolution.
Yes, a satisfactory resolution, right? So this is very important that you can resolve conflicts between you and your customer. Then we have empathy, Gerson.
Hey, teacher. The ability to understand and share the feelings of customers, showing compassion and providing emotional support.
Yeah, we say compassion, right?
Compassion.
Empathy, yeah. So you share your customer's feeling, you show compassion if they are sad, frustrated, etc. Okay, next one we have productivity. Jan, productivity.
Okay, teacher. Maintaining high levels of productivity and efficiency to
Efficiency.
efficiency to handle a large volume of customer inquiries effectively.
All right, good. The productivity. Number 10, we have Jeanette, communication skills.
Okay, teacher, the ability to convey information clearly, both verbally and in writing, using a professional and friendly tone.
Good. Professional and friendly tone, your communication skills. Elkin, time management.
Times management. Efficiently managing and
Prioritizing.
prioritizing tasks to ensure timely responses and resolutions for customers.
Yes, so timely means on time. So not late, not early, but right on time. Timely responses and resolution for customers. Time management is quite important. Number 12, problem escalation. Okay, Carlos, let's read problem escalation.
Analyzing when an issue requires additional expertise or involvement.
Expertise.
Expertise or involvement, and scaling it to the appropriate department or supervisor.
All right, yeah, this is also quite important. I'm sorry if you can hear noise from outside. So when you have an issue or a situation that requires expertise, so a specific, maybe the technician or maybe your supervisor because you cannot do it, it's important to explain this to the customer and to escalate the situation to the appropriate department, okay? Not just to get the customer off your phone, just to get rid of them. No, you will escalate the situation to the person that can help the customer, right? So appropriate escalation. Number 13 is active listening, what we were talking about yesterday. Brian, can you read active listening?
Yeah. Paying full attention for customers, comprehending their needs and responding appropriately.
Yeah, okay. So everything that we talked about yesterday, active listening. Resilience, okay. Andres, can you read resilience? Maybe Andres is not here. Okay. So what is resilience? Is to bounce back, so to recover. This is the same of bouncing back, is to recover from difficult interactions or setbacks, difficulties, maintaining your composure and continue to provide excellent service. This is to be resilient, right? To even if you have difficult interactions or problems, issues that you cannot resolve, you still maintain your composure so you don't feel overly stressed out and you will try to continue providing excellent service for the rest of the customers, right? And the last one is problem solving, all right? Also very what is the problem solving is to identify effectively and resolving the customer issues. So even if the customer is not very clear or you have some issues, it's important to effectively identify what's the problem and find a suitable solution for that. Also taking appropriate actions to solve that issue, right? So those are the characteristics of a good call center agent. Now, let me explain the last activity for this first part of the class. All right, guys, give me just a second. My computer is having issues again today, so I'm truly sorry about that. Just one moment, please. Sorry, can you guys see my screen?
Yes, teacher.
Okay,
Yes, teacher.
so I'll explain the last activity for this part. So in unit 1, we have in the taking section, we have dictation time. Okay, so let's take a look at dictation time, unit 1, taking dictation time. Okay, so here it's another listening activity. You are going to listen carefully and write what you hear. Follow these instructions. So first you will start the sentence with a capital letter. You would use the symbol, so the apostrophe for contractions. And in case of a question, you will need to use the correct punctuation. So this is a question mark, okay? So capital letters, use the apostrophe for contractions, and if necessary, the question mark. So you can play the audio 4 times, each audio 4 times. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I think 10 sentences that you will listen to and write what you hear in the gap. All right. So let's take some time for this lesson to complete this activity. Remember, unit 1, taking dictation time. I will stop talking now so you can listen to it. Yes, Carlos, tell me.
The teacher, the answer in this exercise is write the only the all I can hear.
Yes, all that you hear. All the sentences that you hear.
Okay.
All right.
Is short or long audio?
Okay, I will play it for you so you can hear it.
Hello, I recently purchased a product from your company and need assistance setting it up.
Okay. All the sentences that you hear. You can listen to it 4 times, each one 4 times. Okay. Right, how are you guys doing with the activity? Almost finished?
No, teacher.
A lot of them missing? All right, no worries, okay? You can pause here, and then when we come back, I'll give you some extra time, yeah, to continue working on this, all right? So let's pause right here. I will end this meeting for the recording, and I'll see you again at 8. Okay? Bye-bye.
Okay,
See
teacher,
you at
bye.
8.